HomeAdvisor and Angie's List, what they're not telling you. As a former HomeAdvisor contractor, I'll give you the inside scoop, and you may not like what you hear. They are gleaning your information from third-party internet providers. They're taking your information without you knowing about it and billing contractors in your area. So how does that affect you? The reason that HomeAdvisor is so readily willing to give away your information is because every time they give away your name, your address, your phone number to each contractor, they are charging those contractors a lead fee. The more contractors they give your information to, the more money they make, the more phone calls you're gonna get. So where do you go to find the best contractors? Well, back in the day, that was Angie's List. But since HomeAdvisor bought Angie's List, essentially the sites are exactly the same. It takes you to the same question pipeline, connecting you to the same large pool of contractors. So how do you tell the difference between the best contractors and the not so good contractors? Well, I guess at the end of it, you can take a look at the number of ratings they have and their overall rating out of 5 stars. The problem is, a lot of the really good contractors are leaving HomeAdvisor, quickly realizing that most of the HomeAdvisor customers are only price shopping and they're looking for the cheapest contractors, not the best ones. HomeAdvisor realizes this is a major issue, losing a lot of their top contractors, because without good contractors, what good is HomeAdvisor anymore? Or Angie's List, for that matter. Now, I have to note that the contractors are not at fault. Not at all. They have a contractual service with HomeAdvisor for them to provide viable leads for people that want to get work done. What many of the contractors don't know is how the information is taken from the prospective customers. The way I look at it, if an internet company is taking your information without your knowledge and passing it along, that is not okay. That's exactly what's happening here. If you go to the HomeAdvisor website or the Angie's List website, then sure, it's assumed that they're going to take your information and pass it along to a contractor that would be able to perform your job. And if you're not on those websites and your information is bought by HomeAdvisor or Angie's List from that third party, I got a problem with that, because now your information is going in front of contractors without your consent. The following is based on my personal experiences. Your individual experience may vary. I doubt it, but it might. I was looking to have a roof put on a few years back. So I used HomeAdvisor, went through the pipeline, the series of questions, to see what my customers would see, as I'm a home improvement contractor as well. I'm not a roofer. I perform precision grading, leveling, and drainage applications. So I was curious, how does this work? So I used a search engine, but I went to HomeAdvisor specifically. I started answering questions on the website, and I got to the last page. Click here to get your free quotes now, or some similar thing. And I did not click that button for 2 reasons. For one, I didn't want those contractors to be billed those lead fees when I was not actually ready to do this project yet. And 2, I didn't want to be badgered by phone calls from these contractors. I didn't want that. So I X'd out of that screen. I did not click that button. And what happens 5 minutes later? My phone starts ringing. I couldn't believe it. All the information that you're inputting is being saved in real time. So even if you're not clicking the save button or get free quotes now button, Angie is still saving your information, and you will get called by local contractors. If you don't use the Angie website and you're just filling out search terms and keywords on the internet, Angie is still paying for that information, and they in turn sell that. Sell is the wrong word. They are billing local contractors in your area when you have zero desire to actually get the project done. You were just doing some research because you were curious, and you certainly don't want to get bombarded by phone calls. After getting leads for so many years, I had no idea how this process worked, and here it is. It confirmed what I had already known, but I'm seeing it in living color. I knew I didn't push that button, and I've dealt with numerous irate customers who had no idea that they were going to start getting bombarded by calls from contractors like me. These customers, they're upset with me. They think I've done this. And here I am apologizing for Angie's List. Now, I can understand the frustration of some of these customers. Believe me, I get it. They had no idea that their quick internet search was going to turn into their information being disseminated to a bunch of contractors who are going to start calling them. What I'll say personally as a home improvement contractor is every single time I get a lead from Angie's List or HomeAdvisor, I'm hoping that it is a person who actually visited that website, who knew that their information was going to get passed along to me or to another contractor, and that they were going to get a phone call. Many of these people do not know that, which means their information was gleaned from third parties and passed on without their knowledge. I'd be upset too. And me being a contractor, I do not want to be put in a position where I'm calling people that have no idea that they're going to be getting a phone call. So if you're the customer, I get it. I get your frustration. And as a contractor, it is equally as frustrating. I want to work with people that are ready to hire a contractor to do a good job.